Hi gang, welcome to another episode of Mr. Ed Draws, and in this episode I'll be painting. Now, Grizzly Peak, just for reference, here's a picture, is the distant mountain that I can see on the wayward side of the valley from me. And there's a taller mountain behind me, but I can't see it because there's a foothill in the way. But I get to stare at this every day I step outside. It's there if the air is clear, if there's no clouds in the way or something like that. And the peak from that position I think is about 6 miles away. So 2 years ago I moved to the Northwest after living in the Midwest my entire life. I lived in the Mississippi River Valley, and it's beautiful there and I love it, and it has its charm, it has its detractions, but I always wanted to live where there were mountains because I loved drawing mountains. I loved Bob Ross as a kid, and I just liked that scenery. So I wanted to live there. So when I saw mountains and a valley like Bob Ross-ish or Bob Ross-esque, is there a word for it? I don't know. But I saw this for the first time and I cried. I was like, oh my God, I've been drawing this my entire life. I'm finally seeing it. It's happening. I'm going to live in the mountains. And it's just been a dream ever since. It's been an incredible challenge. Don't get me wrong. There have been times I've cried for other reasons, but for seeing it for the first time with my own eyes after drawing it for years, they were tears of joy, and pretty much tears of joy since. So I've never painted the mountain, but I have studied it with the understanding that at some point I will try to paint it. So I'm trying in watercolor and acrylic mix. So I'm blending mediums here a little bit because I kind of want to get a soft to sharp texture, and that's the only way I could do it because I'm not very good with either acrylic or watercolor enough. I figured if I do what I know what to do with watercolor and then do what I know what to do with acrylic, maybe I could get what I want done. But I actually wanted to do it in oil. I didn't want to mess around with all that mess. It's just too much of a pain. So here it is. I love my impression. I think I did pretty good. Anybody who lives here might be able to tell this is Grizzly Peak. I mean, it has some things that aren't real, since it's not a real place that I'm drawing from. Since it's from memory, I've kind of put things together the way that I like them, because nature doesn't do it well enough where I'm able to go. There are some pretty views, but where the views that I'm able to access kind of have things in the way, like power lines and poles and houses, and I don't want those things in the way, so I just take them out and put things in that I think belong there, like this beautiful flowered hillside with a little valley of pine, and then the drier, grassier valley on the other side with the rocky top of Grizzly Peak. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up, hit the bell, hit subscribe, comment if there's a place that you dream of going, and until next time, take care.